What's the biggest offensive line room you've been a part of?
Was it 18 here?
I think so.
We had over 20 at Tennessee at one point.
Jesus. It's a lot of heads. That's good, though, because during, like, cage or, like, if you're doing drills, you have people to
You'd think, but one, we'd never rotate, and two, they'd send off the young ones to scouts, so just be ones and twos.
Yeah, that sucks.
So it'd just be...
Dude, there was 1 week, I think it was my freshman or sophomore year, where we didn't have enough for scout team. So they had to put like 2 tight ends playing tackle. And we were down like 3 of the 2s. And I think the starting right guard was hurt. So there was one practice I went 6 plays on, 2 plays off the whole time. And it was bad.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I think scout team is quite possibly the funniest thing because, like, the things that go on over there and, like, the adjustments that are made, like linemen turning into tight ends for certain minutes. It's like, it's the craziest thing.
Dude, Luke Johnston played left tackle the whole season.
Luke.
The tight end, the redshirt freshman tight end. Yeah.
We had a center that had to play quarterback for a few plays. It was some crazy stuff.
Were y'all ever on scout team?
Yeah.
No, I was
No?
blessed to not
Dude,
experience.
you're missing out.
You are missing out.
I get the best of both worlds. I graduated early from high school, like extra early, so I could go up for bowl practices.
Right.
So I went through Orange Bowl prep in 2019 with Florida, and so my first day on campus, it was full pad, full go, inside run.
Dude,
team.
that's so illegal.
Dude, I pulled.
That is so illegal.
I pulled, wrapped up into the hole, and thought I swallowed my tongue because I got hit so hard. I got hit by like a 5th year. It was like David Reese the second, I think, and he just.
What's funny is he probably knew. Oh, he definitely knew it was like your first day.
Yeah.
And it's like that's what's so messed up. It's ruthless for those freshmen that come in.
Man, how long were you on scout team?
I was on it for a year.
A year? Jeez. Did you do the Friday non-travel lifts?
No, so we didn't have that. We before I got before high pool, apparently they had this thing called the Dookie Bowl, and it was on Sundays. They'd have a practice, but it wasn't a practice. It was basically a scrimmage between all of like the 3s and 4s. So if you didn't play, you played in the Dookie Bowl, and it was just a massive scrimmage where all the old guys got to like watch.
I was a part of that.
I don't know. That was before my time, but we didn't have anything like
making me come up here on a Sunday to watch the younger guys practice.
Honestly,
that would suck.
It was kind of fun though, because we had the same thing, and I mean it sucked being like the freshman, but like when you're like the older guy, it was kind of funny because it's complete chaos out there. It's people not knowing the right plays. It's people that aren't good enough to play, and it's chaos. There's bodies flying around everywhere, but there's a lot of heart out there. And let me tell you, that's what makes it fun to watch.
Yeah, that's where the dogs are built right there. Man. So is that how you say the Tennessee head coach's last name?
Heupel.
Heupel?
Yep.
Dude, I've been pronouncing it wrong in my head for years.
Calling it
Like
Heupel?
Heupel?
I was like doing like Hupel.
Yeah, it's Heupel.
Like swooshing the U.
Like Heupel.
EU.
Yeah. It's like
Is that called a
Heupel.
diphthong?
Diphthong?
The two vowels together making a sound? No?
Yeah.
No, that's
I don't
just
know.
you.
Well, you're going to learn today.
All right.
But yeah, so I'm sitting here with Fernando Carmona Jr. and Addison Nichols, both recently transferred to Arkansas from San Jose State and Tennessee, respectively. So enough from me. I'll let them introduce themselves because they can do a much better job than I can. So, Fernando?
All right. So just kind of give them like a little life story or like.
If you want to, man.
How I got here.
Whatever you want them to know about you, brother.
So started playing football junior year of high school. Started off as a tight end. Never really wanted to play, but my brother got me into it one summer day. He was like, just go out there, try it out. I tried it out, fell in love with it. I was playing with some of my best friends from high school, so I was like, you know what, I'll stick with it. Had a really good year at tight end, and then senior year rolled around. Couldn't play because of the state COVID rules, and so I really only played 1 year tight end, and I was blessed to receive an offer from San Jose State. And they're like, well, if you come here, we're going to put 60 pounds on you, and you're going to become an offensive lineman.
Jeez.
And so that's kind of where everything changed in my life. Honestly, really blessed for the opportunity. My coach, Josh Oglesby, took me under his wing, kind of taught me everything that he knew. He was a tackle at Wisconsin, and he was coached under some really good coaches, so I was able to get that coaching and started my offensive line career at San Jose State. 3 years later, transferred, and now I'm a Hog.
Man. So you're from Las Vegas, correct?
Yep, from Las Vegas, Nevada.
So what was COVID like for in Nevada?
Man, everything was shut down, and like you couldn't do anything. But it was cool because like this was like the first time the strip was like completely like closed down in like Vegas history. So everybody was just like riding their bikes, and so you could ride down the strip on your bike, swerving through lanes because there was no cars out there. It was like a wasteland, and so it was pretty cool. Like
That's really
people
cool.
would start at one spot, and then you just see hundreds of people on bikes just biking downtown.
Are you a
really
big
cool.
biker?
I'm not a biker, but it was like you've seen everybody else doing it, and you're like, I kind of want to try that out.
might as
Like,
well.
Man. When's the last time
That
you've
is
ridden
cool.
a bike?
Probably
Jeez. Man.
That's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah, so that's my story. That's kind of my journey and how I became a Hog.
Awesome.
Man, I'm jealous. I want to ride a bike down the Las Vegas
It's pretty
Strip.
sick, dude. Pretty
Jeez.
sick.
Well, I'm Addison Nichols. I started playing football in 7th grade and started out as a tight end as well. Played pretty much every position other than offensive line until high school. And then the summer going into freshman year, I gained like 50 pounds and got moved to tackle. Played tackle all through high school. Committed and played at Tennessee for 2 years, and now we are here. Just transferred here earlier this January, and very excited to be here with you guys.
Man. So none of y'all know, but I'm actually the first person from the Arkansas football program to meet Addison. So let me see,
Yes.
what year was that? Was that 21 or 22?
I think, yeah, I was 21.
21?
No.
My,
Yeah, so-
my sophomore year at college,
It was
I
21.
hosted a recruit from Atlanta, Georgia. And it was actually Addison Nichols.
Yes.
And I didn't recognize him with the hair and the beard. Back then, he was baby-faced, clean-shaven, because you went to a private school, right?
I did go to a private school.
Yeah, you know, you're not allowed to have a beard at a private school, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. Well, yeah, we couldn't have a beard. We couldn't have our hair had to be a certain length. Like it couldn't be past your I think it was like your top of your shoulders or something like that.
Jeez.
No facial hair
That
at all.
sucks.
It was crazy. If they caught you with like any facial hair at school, they would give you like this cheap little like dollar store razor, no shaving cream, and would have you go to the bathroom and shave it off in the school bathroom.
Did you ever have to do that?
I did have to do that a few times. Well, it's tough because like my beard grows fast, and like I'd wake up and I'd forget to shave it. It'd be a little bit of stubble. Like, it could be a little bit, and they make you go shave
What's
it
that?
off.
What's that? A humble brag? It's like, oh, you know, my beard grows so
Come
fast.
on,
So,
Very
Jeez.
healthy beard here, you know. It comes back fast.
Yeah.
man, I'm jealous. Anyway, sorry, we're getting off track.
But yeah, it was a great time to get to see Josh again and be able to play with him.
yeah.
He was a fantastic host. Very bummed that I didn't get to have him here as a host. I actually didn't have a host here. I kind of came here during a very
Well, I did a good
empty
enough job
period
the
of
first time. It
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, I knew this would be a good spot.
Man, so what was recruiting like for you in the portal?
It was honestly quite interesting because
Because you didn't really have a recruiting process at a high school, right? 'Cause-
Yeah, it was literally like I had like two schools. It was New Mexico State and San Jose State, and they'd talk to me maybe like once a week, if that. So this was a little bit different because obviously like it's a lot quicker process. You have like a month to really like make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like a lot of phone calls, a crap ton of phone calls actually, and then all of them are trying to get you in on a visit. So it's like they're calling you and they're like, have you made your mind up for next week when you're visiting? I'm like, well, I just talked to you yesterday, dude. I don't know. Like, I need some time to think about this. So it was very hectic, but at the end of the day, I just kind of went with my heart and went with what I felt like was right for me. And that was Arkansas.
Who else were you looking at?
The top four were UCLA, BYU, Arkansas, and who was the last school? Oh, Auburn. But never ended up taking my visit to Auburn. I was actually supposed to go to Auburn right after my visit from Arkansas, but I fell in love and I knew this was home right as I got here.
Well, I think your host did a pretty good job too.
The host was all right, you know.
I think he was the best host.
I've honestly had better hosts before.
You did. I hosted both of these guys actually in my life. I didn't put that together till just now.
You did a good job. You got me here, and we had a good time at Top Golf, throwing some Zenicinos and
what's the I don't golf. What's
the short game?
Yeah, worked my short game.
Hey, it looks pretty solid, man. It wasn't too shabby.
I've been known to frequent Top Golf, like once every 6 months.
Only for the visits, obviously.
Oh, of course. Free food. Visits.
Yeah. Come on.
He's like 1.5 out of 2 in this room. Got me halfway through.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I'm batting 1,000.
You have a pretty good track record.
I wouldn't say
for my
that.
hosting. Yeah. Everyone I've ever hosted on an official visit has committed to either a school I am currently at or have played for in the past. The only other person I've hosted other than these two is a recruit, Fletcher Westfall, who committed to Florida after the visit to Arkansas. So,
wow,
it's a win in my book.
Yeah, that's batting pretty much 1,000.
There's what is it? There's lies, darned lies, and statistics.
That statistically goes with what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly,
man.
Well, how about you? How was anything different for you coming from high school as opposed to being in the portal for recruiting?
Yeah, like Junior was saying, the speed of it was much different. It was definitely very quick for me in high school. I was making that decision during kind of the COVID time, and with all the regulations, I had to do 5 official visits in 4 weeks, and that was hectic. But it's honestly more hectic now with the whole. It doesn't make any sense to me how they'll open up a portal, and then like a week and a half or so later they close it for the rest of the month.
Yeah,
and then give you like a few days, and it's like if you don't commit and sign to a new school, you lose your eligibility for the next year. So you have like that week and a half to like talk to colleges and do visits, and then if spots aren't taken, you can take a few more at the beginning of January, but by that time, like most of the spots are going to be taken. So it's really like a week and a half to do everything. And of course, I had a final on the last day of finals, and I couldn't leave to take a visit, and I had 3 days pretty much to take visits. I went to Clemson on Friday, went straight to Atlanta, hopped on a plane, came here on Saturday, was back in Atlanta on Sunday when the portal closed on Monday. And it was very, very quick. But the difference is in high school, you really don't know exactly what you want. Mm-hmm. You haven't been through it before. You don't really know what it's like to go through college. You don't know what the differences are. You just kind of hear what people are saying, and you try and kind of piece those things together. Whereas when you're in the portal, you know what you're looking for. You know what you didn't like, and you know what you want out of your next experience. So that made things a little bit easier with the time and fast tempo of everything. But it was definitely hectic. But I'm very, very pleased with the outcome of it. I feel like I'm at home, and I got everything and more that I was looking for within the portal.
So what exactly were you looking for? Like, what drew you to Arkansas?
At the end of the day, really, it was Coach Mateos and Coach Pittman. I think you would be an absolute idiot not to want to play for those two together. Mm-hmm. Like, either one of them alone, powerhouse. Them together, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make sense not to play for them. Just that duo. You have like one of the best offensive line coaches in history with probably will be one of the best offensive line coaches in history through his time. His track record's incredible. He is an outstanding coach. Just like seeing the way he works and what he does for his guys is unreal. And being able to have both of them teaching you the offensive line position is, man, unbeatable.
Man. Well, did he take the words right out of your mouth, or do you have anything to add?
Like you said, obviously having the two offensive line coaches is huge. You're always getting coached up, and then on top of that, just being able to play in the SEC, like you hear it all the time. It is the best conference in college football, and you know, obviously, like I want to be playing against the best to prove that I am the best, and so you got to beat the best to be the best, and so that was kind of my thought process going through this whole process.
Man. So you're from Atlanta, you're from Las Vegas, two of the bigger cities in the country. I think Atlanta is the biggest capital city in the country, is that right?
Sure feels like it.
Sure feels like it. Man, I love Atlanta. My brother lives in Atlanta. So both my brothers went to Georgia Tech.
Oh, no
yeah,
way.
so I've been up in his neck of the woods a few times.
What happened with you? Why didn't you want to go follow?
My oldest brother played in the triple under Paul Johnson.
Oh.
My middle brother played in the triple under Paul Johnson. And then when Paul Johnson retired, he transferred to Texas. And then the new head coach they brought in, wasn't a good fit for him or for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just, I wanted to play in the SEC.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's something special about being able to say you're an SEC offensive lineman.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like
I agree.
a badge of honor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Man,
Yeah.
so what? I'm sure you have some crazy stories. You said the strip was closed down during COVID. I mean, Sin City. Everyone wants to go there. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Isn't that the slogan?
Right.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite part about being from Las Vegas?
Honestly, there's always something going on. I think that's really cool. And there's always famous people there. So if like you really are just bored, you could go downtown, you could people watch. People are drunk off their ass. Sorry, I don't know if we can. Sorry, I don't know if that's
Personal preference, I think.
But
We need to get a bleeper.
Yeah, right.
we can bleep that out. But,
Fix it in post.
but so that's pretty cool. And then just seeing like the famous people, like especially like this weekend with Super Bowl weekend, like my friends were just going downtown to be like, like let's see who we're gonna find. And then one of my friends was actually lucky enough to get money from Aiden Ross. I don't know if you know who that is.
He got money from Aiden Ross? Did you think he was homeless or something?
No. They were at the casino, and it was one of my friend's birthdays. And then, like, I don't know how the conversation got popped off, but got $1,000 from Aiden Ross. So, like, yeah. So that's kind
What
of
in
the
the
cool
world?
part of
Man, for $1,000, I'd pretend to know who Aiden Ross is. Is he a TikToker, YouTube?
He's a
Streamer.
Streamer?
Yeah.
Oh, like Twitch, like
Yeah. He's
Fortnite?
like,
No.
He's like a new age streamer where he just kind of like.
It's kind of like podcasting mixed with streaming, I guess. Like he'll have people on
honestly,
and
I
like
don't know how to describe
Does
it.
he do like the reacts videos?
Kind-ish, yeah. He does like the reacts. He'll have like famous people come on. Yeah, I really don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it's almost like iCarly.
yeah.
Like the new day
Yeah.
iCarly.
Like it's like vlogging but live.
yeah. It's pretty interesting. It's really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got $1,000.
Yeah, he got
and that's worth it.
$1,000 out of it. So, I mean, this guy's making.
I know,
Good.
man.
You didn't
Move
want to
on.
make the trip home for the Super Bowl?
Dude, I thought about it. I really did think about it. But,
That flight back this
yeah,
morning
no,
would have
the
really
flight back
sucked.
before the workout. Yeah, no shot that was happening.
Yeah, that'd be rough. Man. I don't know. I feel like there should be an exception.
That's what I'm saying. I was
It's
actually having this
football related,
conversation
you know?
today with the academic lady. It should be a national holiday that the day after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
just
agree.
has off.
I feel like any major like championship like that.
I mean,
like,
the NBA.
Well, dude, I've already tried to get. You can enter like your email or something for the FIFA World Cup tickets. I've already done that.
Really, I did not know
Oh, yeah,
that was such
the-
thing.
Because I
One
mean,
of
hopefully
those
we're all in the
arenas in-
league by whenever it is 2026. So I mean, they play at Arrowhead, they play in Dallas. The finals in MetLife.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, chances are you're probably going to be playing for one of those teams.
Yeah. Hopefully slide right in.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Dude,
World
That'd be
Cup.
so cool.
I'm excited.
The World Cup's pretty sick. I'm not
Y'all
gonna
big
lie.
soccer guys?
I'm not soccer, but when the World Cup comes around, I get
Yeah.
hype.
Oh, me too.
Just I feel like it's so interesting to see. Like like football is somewhat big here, but
Throw
like
the accent on it.
like seeing the entire world, how pretty much the entire world shuts down when that happens is kind of cool. And to see like Messi and Ronaldo, like someone that influential is, I don't know, I think that's cool for someone in sports to be like you could literally probably talk to anyone in the world and majority of the people in the world would know one of those two names.
Yeah.
Which I think that's really cool in athletics, where like in football you get that in America, but once you get outside of that, it's not really popular.
Well, so just so y'all know, we're recording this the day after the Super Bowl. I don't know when it's going to air. I'm thinking like leading up into spring ball, like early March. So just throwing that out there. I'm talking to y'all in the future. Feel really,
What the heck? What is this time period?
dude, I know. I keep seeing that graphic, where they say Super Bowl viewers 100 and something million. And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
World Cup 1 point something billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if you extrapolate it, 100 million Americans watching the Super Bowl. There's only 400 million Americans. So that's a quarter of all Americans. There's, 8 billion people now?
Yeah.
That's still only an eighth of the population. The Super Bowl is still bigger than the World Cup. Hot take. Heard it here first.
Man, that was a lot of math right there for my head. But I'm trusting your word on that. I think
Hey, like
that
you said
sounded
earlier,
good. That sounded really
there's
good.
lies, there's diabolical lies, and there's statistics.
He just hit
See,
us
The
we're-
with
statistics
We're
there
finding
make sense.
creative ways not to keep this. What is the rating? PG?
Yeah,
Yeah. We just got to get you that bleeper button.
I know. Every time you say it, it says hog. Yeah,
Oh, man.
Tommy.
Tommy.
All right,
Gosh.
so we talked about soccer. What if you weren't going to watch football? What were you going to watch? What sport's your favorite?
Man, I'm a basketball guy. I love some basketball.
Does Vegas have a basketball team?
We have the Aces.
Oh, okay.
Actually, back-to-back women champions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
It's pretty dang
beat
good.
that. No, but I'm hoping that a team does come there. I'm hoping LeBron, by the time he's all said and done, he'll own a team. He has said he wants to own a team in Las Vegas. So, and
That would be a
LeBron-
really cool spot to have an NBA team.
dude. We have the arena, we have the fan base. It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all have NHL with
Right.
the Knights. The
Who also won the
A's are
championship.
coming, right?
No, dude, this whole A's thing is weird. Now I don't know. It's like they say that they're coming, but then they haven't like gotten the paperwork for like the stadium or for the field, and so there's just I don't think it's gonna end up happening. I mean, but it's also kind of a crap organization. I've been to one of their games in Oakland, and it is it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary, to say the least.
Dang. Because I've seen Moneyball. I
Right.
like the A's.
Right. I liked him too. Actually, I went to a no-hitter. Actually, a perfect game.
Whoa.
But like even then, there was like, it felt like there was only like maybe 1,000 people in the crowd.
What's the difference between a perfect hitter or a perfect game and a no hitter?
Perfect game is no walks and no hits. No hitter is no hits, but you can walk the guy. So yeah.
What about you, Addy? What's your go-to sport other than football?
I like watching F1, but outside of that, pretty much anything that's kind of on. It's kind of tough to watch F1 with like all the different time zones. And
I feel like
most of the-
F1's more respectable than NASCAR. Now, y'all may crucify me for this.
yeah, I was about to say that's a crazy statement to make.
Dude, I'm
I
just...
can agree with that.
NASCAR just goes around in a circle. Like, F1
Right.
actually has to, like, make turns and stuff.
I can see the appeal going to a NASCAR race,
Yeah.
but watching it on TV, I don't see the appeal.
Well, like, it's an event going to NASCAR, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know what you
well-
would even watch like when you go to a NASCAR
I feel like when you go to a
race.
NASCAR race, you aren't there
Well, I
to
feel like it
watch
makes more sense
You're
to go to
there
a
to get
NASCAR race.
intoxicated and watch cars go in circles that are really loud.
I feel like it makes sense. It makes more sense to go to a NASCAR race than an F1 race. Because
Yeah.
NASCAR, you can see the whole...
Right.
That's
Track.
that's a great point.
Right. F1. You
Whereas
just see a
F1,
little
you're
bar.
sitting at one
you
sector
go,
or one turn,
See it
and
for the
then
second.
you get like depending on how big
Yeah.
the track is, you only see the race every minute and a half.
Yeah.
But did you see the Gran Torino? Was it Gran Turismo?
I thought that was a really good movie.
Because Gran Torino is the Clint Eastwood movie, right? It's Gran
Don't look at
Turismo.
me for this one. I'm not a movie guy.
Not a movie guy?
Nah.
Oh. But you know the guy who played the video games became
Yeah. He still races.
yeah. But I mean, didn't he get in a bad wreck and it showed it in the
Yeah.
movie and like it killed a spectator?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I would go to an F1 race.
That's rare now, though. Like all
Yeah,
the
but-
safety regulations and everything, it's
Shark attacks are rare.
They still happen though.
Still happen.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day, and it was like a reporter saying, "Our sharks or these waters are more infested with sharks than usual." And then I went over to a picture of a shark, and someone's face was over, it, and it was like, "I live here." I thought that was really funny.
What do they call it? What is it? Hot Atlanta?
Yeah, Hotlanta. That I don't know what you're talking about when you say you like that place.
You don't like Atlanta?
I
Yeah,
don't.
I think it's pretty sick over there.
Dude,
The
Atlanta.
nightlife is pretty.
It's kind of. I feel like I
The
don't know if you agree or
aquarium?
not, but I feel like kind of like with Vegas, going there super fun, but living there not so fun. I don't know. That might be different for you because that is Vegas.
Yeah, you-
Fernando's
It's not
like, I love
great.
living in Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Atlanta is
enjoy
just
it.
like, man, like it has its stuff to do, but the traffic's terrible. god awful all the time, 24/7. The roads suck. People don't know how to drive. Like if you want to get from one place to another, you're praying to God that you don't die.
Okay, but I feel like that's with like every place that you go to. I've never heard a state where the people are like, you know what, we actually have good drivers here. I will.
There's a lot of things that I will probably can't discuss, but it's just a very not great place.
I don't know. I-75 is rough. I'll give them that. I-75 is terrible. For the, what is it, Macon to Atlanta is
You should try 485. Terrible.
No.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
And then you always every interstate or highway has construction going on 24/7, and they're never working on it. They just block off roads and leave construction equipment everywhere, and then won't work on it, and it'll go on for a year or two. And then, like when I was at Tennessee, I'd go home like every few months, and every time I went home, the roads are different, and you're going on different loops on interstates, trying to go around cones to get to the exit you're trying to get to, and you get lost, and it's infuriating. But Atlanta's okay. It definitely gets really hot there, that's for sure. The hot Atlanta, true, is very hot there.
Whoa,
And
they call it hot Atlanta because of like the temperature?
yeah.
I thought they called it hot Atlanta because like, I don't know.
The girls are hot?
like nightlife be popping or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
don't
I
think
could
the
see that.
nightlife really be popping like that there.
No, it
It's
definitely
just
does.
no. Like
It
it
definitely does.
can, but like
Maybe not
it's
for Addison. It's popping for everybody else.
It's really just
Well,
not
it's
that, though.
it's a different scene. It's not really like country. I don't feel like it's very.
Oh, for sure.
urban.
Well, no,
Yeah.
there's always stuff going on, which is really cool, but it's not like the club scene is like, oh yeah. It's just like events. Like there's
Right.
always an event going on, which always has like people going around and doing stuff.
See, but I like that more. I love events.
I like events.
Yeah.
Events are cool.
Yeah,
Did you ever go to the aquarium?
I did go to the aquarium. The aquarium's cool.
The Atlanta aquarium. What is it? The Georgia aquarium? What do they call it? What's the
It's the
actual
Georgia
name?
aquarium,
Georgia aquarium.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Never checked it out, man.
Well, the Atlanta United soccer team, that's a fun event to go to.
Oh, they get.
I will
rowdy.
say,
They get
as
rowdy.
an Atlanta native, it is more fun to go to an Atlanta United game than an Atlanta Falcons game. That is for sure. They get freaking
Yeah,
rowdy.
I've seen that.
Rowdy.
before.
Like they,
Surprisingly, I don't know why I seen it. It was like on my social media, but they get after it.
yeah. It's like a glimpse of like when you see videos of like soccer games in like Europe and stuff like that, and you got all the people chanting and like everything's going crazy. It's kind of like a little glimpse into that. It's not
Yeah,
that,
it's not
but it's
to
like
that level.
above like a football game
Yeah.
stands where like people just go crazy for big plays. But like, you got people chanting the whole game. No one sits down. Everyone's covered from head to toe in these little like scarf banner things. It's an experience.
See, that's why I respect like soccer.
Yeah.
I guess if I want to respect soccer, I should call it football, but I'm not that far.
No.
I respect it enough to call it soccer and talk about it.
Yeah.
But like the European fans and like I guess just the worldwide fans, I have so much respect for them because they're so creative with their chants.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It makes me like embarrassed to be of like football fans not they just say
Right.
like defense. And I'm
Yeah.
like they're making songs and
They have
they're
songs that they sing.
lyrical. Like come on.
And like the rivalries, they'll have chants like against those rivalries, and they're just so terrible to say, but so fun.
Why do you think football's not that way though? Or like American football, I should say.
I don't know. I think we're just not
Too lazy?
No.
I mean,
As American, yeah.
I don't know. I just don't feel like it. I don't think we hate each other enough because we're
I
all.
agree. I feel
Like up
like-
there, they're real.
they're not
separated.
embarrassed to go out and
Yeah.
be proud of. I feel
Yeah.
that.
Like in the United Kingdom, I got to phrase this correctly. In the United Kingdom, because that's England, Wales, Scotland, part of the United Kingdom,
Don't ask me.
and Northern Ireland. Anyway,
Yeah.
like they're all part of like one country, but
Right.
they don't consider themselves similar. It's like I'm from Florida, you're from Nevada, you're from Georgia.
Yeah.
Like Florida, Georgia, basically the same, like
Florida, Georgia,
geographically wise, but they're like very different,
Yeah,
and very
yeah.
separated.
I know
Yeah.
where you're coming from.
So I feel like the hatred goes a little deeper.
Yeah, deeper than what it is here. Definitely.
I feel like it's just more like popular there. Like, yeah, football is really popular here, but I feel like if everyone there is just like a diehard fan for
Yeah.
their team, their region, Whereas here, it's kind of like a melting pot. Like, yeah, you'll have like the concentration of fans within those,
that's a good point.
but it's also very just like diverse where fans are all over the place. Whereas there, like you go to a town, that club, that's your team.
Right.
And you fight or die that team.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of creates more of the camaraderie within. They kind of have like the chance from generational, whatever. I don't know, but that's kind of my take on it.
That's what we need. We need. See, I keep looking into the camera. It makes me feel cool. We need y'all to come out with some lyrical chants to sing at football games, and then it'll catch on like wildfire across the U.S.
You know who actually has a really cool little chant is Kansas. I just heard this like a few days ago.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Yeah, they go Rock Top Jayhawk, and then they say something else after. But it's actually like it's like this kind of tails back into like the like singing aspect, cheering aspect. I'm like, you know what? It's different, you know. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Man,
I don't know how that even.
did San Jose State have any like cheers? Like we call the Hogs here, y'all at Rocky Top at Tennessee.
We were,
Which I'd hate if it wasn't so darn catchy.
Dude.
It's a catchy song. It's very catchy.
But so when I was at Florida and we'd play at Tennessee, they would play it in the training room before practice for like 45 minutes on loop.
Really?
And ever since then, it's just been stuck in my head.
It's a good song.
Man.
So
But
y'all
yes.
would do that, Rocky. Yeah, we do every team's fight song. Y'all's fight song was terrible. It's god awful.
I can't remember if I said.
But to your question, no. We were lucky to get maybe 8,000 people in our crowd, and they wouldn't cheer for us.
It makes me sad because y'all have the coolest mascot.
Dude, I know. Like, we could have done so much with it, and, like, it's just nobody comes to our games, and so it would be very quiet. Be very quiet games, let me tell you. We'd go out there sometimes, and you'd run out, and you're just like, all right, we're just going to play a football game today. Like, there's no, like...
See, but that's more pure.
It is pure, but it's tougher because sometimes, like, when you're in week 9, your body's hurting. You just want some, like,
motivation from
crowd,
the
that, like,
fans.
somebody yelling at you or something, throwing popcorn at you. Like, I want something. I want some type of thrill. I don't want to just... I don't know.
I feel
It's
like there's
tough, man.
something numbing about like a stadium where you can't even hear your own thoughts.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're 7-8 plays into an exhausting drive, and you can't even hear yourself think. Just I feel like that just helps you continue
gets you
on.
going, for
you
sure.
you forget about what you're feeling, and you're just like, I gotta finish this, and you finish it, and then it gets even louder, and that feeling is just
Yeah,
it's
that
so
must
great.
be nice. That must be real nice. Because you'd be going through those 8 plays, and you're just like, you hear everything from the sideline. You hear your mom and dad in the front row. Go, Junior! And then you finish the drive, and you're like, all right, well, time to go do this again.
Hearing everyone's
Dude, I feel like
fat
that'd be...
golly.
I feel like that'd be harder because, like, you can hear the fans, like, if they attack you.
Oh, yeah, no,
So,
for
like,
sure.
in a big stadium, you can't hear anything.
Nah.
So
See,
it's
but
fine.
the thing is, nobody really wants to say anything because they know if they say something, the whole stadium will hear them. So everybody's just like, you know what? We'll just stay quiet.
Man.
But yeah,
What's the biggest game, I guess biggest stadium you played in at San Jose?
the Coliseum, the USC.
Oh,
that was
That's
pretty
cool.
cool. Because
That's cool.
Like you said, they played the.
That's a beautiful
dun,
stadium.
dun, 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 and they play that the entire game. They do not stop. So that was.
When did
that
you
was pretty
play
cool.
San Jose State? I mean, when did you play USC? Sorry.
That was our first game. That was
This
first.
past year?
Yeah, we actually. I played in my freshman year. My redshirt freshman year, I didn't play, but then we played him this year. And yeah, Caleb Williams.
Yeah. So I had a buddy who played at USC last year.
Really?
Yeah, he was the right tackle, Michael Tarquin. Shout out.
Okay, yeah.
Michael Tarquin.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty cool experience. But like that, like they don't really get loud though. Like those fans, like I don't know.
That's what
They're
he
not
said that
passionate.
too.
They're not passionate
Yeah.
at all. Not like the SEC. They'll show up, but like they won't like cheer. It's really weird.
Dude, I'm jealous. I grew up a USC fan.
Me too.
My grandfather sold papers in the Coliseum when he was a boy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool, man. Coming out that tunnel and like just like there's just so much history. There's so much history. And then we walked past I think it was like Little Dirk. Little Dirk was just like in the tunnel. And like so I'm like walking past and I'm like, oh, that's Little Dirk. I don't know. It was pretty insane.
Man. What about you? What's the biggest game you've played in, Addison?
Tennessee, Alabama, 2022.
Oh, that was at home, right?
That was at home.
Man.
That was an unbelievable game. Like back and forth. Loudest game I've ever been in my life. We actually were so loud. I can't remember the name of the people that measure like earthquakes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the Tennessee State account for that organization posted their readings for that night. And when the ball went through the field goal, we actually had like a little spike on the seismometer or whatever.
Mini
and
earthquake.
like a mini earthquake went from the eruption of the crowd and the people outside of the stadium. And it was an incredible moment. I'll never forget it. But just watching that ball go through and then everyone just go crazy. The fireworks are going off. People start rushing the field, and within like 5 minutes, you can't walk. You're like this on the field. You can't move. And then you're looking over at one end zone, and it's like ants climbing a tree, pulling down this field goal, and then you just see it collapse, and everyone starts cheering. And you see it's literally like a bunch of ants carrying it up the stands out of the stadium.
Man.
They carried it for like 2.5 miles or something like that around Old City, down the strip, all the way down to the river, threw it in the river. That was an unreal game.
See, I need that, man. I need a field storming experience.
I've never had the field be stormed for a good reason.
Oh,
It's always been because I've lost.
that's the worst.
I was field stormed. Is that the past tense?
Yeah.
At Kentucky, at Tennessee, at Missouri. I think one other time. It's awful.
Do you all right, well, now like you're on the back half of being stormed, right? Do you ever like throw like a jab in there or like trip
Dude, no,
somebody?
because they'll catch it on
Yeah.
TV
They
like that
caught-
Alabama guy.
They caught a guy
Really?
on the
Yeah, and he
Alabama
almost got
player.
like arrested for assault
Really?
and battery.
Well, he
Like,
did.
they're
He
like
did. He did more than a shoulder. He like
Oh,
damn
yeah,
near,
he
he
straight
damn
up
near
punched a
clocked
girl.
her.
Okay,
Like
yeah, maybe not
it was
punching.
it was
but, like,
bad.
Maybe like throw out your like leg a little bit, try to get like a little trip. No, but that's pretty messed up. But I feel like I'd be so upset because I'm like, dude, you just lost a game.
Yeah, I don't know. You're more. It's more like.
Yeah.
It's not even like.
You can't even be mad at the students.
Yeah.
It was really funny though when they stormed the field for that Alabama game. After that game, you know how every school kind of has like all those little like fan accounts, like the Barstool accounts and like the Friday Beers accounts and all that stuff. They did this post where it was the top 10 things that people stole from the Alabama or like the field when they stormed the field, and someone got it was Henry To'oTo'o. He used to play for Tennessee and then went to Alabama, and someone stole his mouth guard. They had his name on it, which was really disgusting, but somehow they got that. Like they stole signed play calling sheets from Alabama and Tennessee side. It was chaotic, but I thought that was disgusting that they took a guy's mouthpiece. But
Dude, that must. Because those are like 3D printed, customized
yeah.
to his teeth.
Yeah.
He probably got back up practice Monday, didn't have a mouthpiece, and was like, come
dang,
on.
dude.
yeah,
It's just, there's a line you don't cross.
right.
That's just saying that you just don't need.
Man.
There's no need for a mouth guard.
Jeez.
But do you know where that mouth guard is at actually?
No, I don't. It'll probably come up and be sold somewhere in the next 15 years.
Let me know if you find that. I'm kidding.
He wants
It's
it
all
for his
jokes.
personal
All
collection.
jokes. All
What do
jokes.
y'all, do y'all wear a mouthpiece when you play?
Yeah, I actually brought mine from Tennessee. It's a white one, but it's like the custom fits my teeth.
Yeah.
I can't wear anything else. Like
That's
I had it
funny.
for 2 years, so it's like fits perfectly.
Do you
2
not chew your
years?
mouthpiece?
Mm-mm.
So that's
I mean,
crazy.
I hate that.
I gnaw on my
if
mouth.
Yeah.
if I gnaw on it, I'll gag. It's the weirdest thing. Like I don't like that. Like
Because I had a custom one this season, and I had to get a new one like 5 games
Halfway.
in because I chewed through it.
I get
I've
so
never
nervous, I
understood
just,
that.
like,
Yeah. What did you use? Do you use boil and bite or custom?
I got a custom one, but I was the same way, dude. You just
Yeah.
chew on it whenever you're like not doing something. So yeah, I got pretty messed up. Like halfway through, it was like half a mouthpiece.
Good
There
Lord.
was like no back teeth. It was just all front teeth.
I don't know. I'll never understand people that can't wear a mouthpiece. Like
It's crazy.
I don't know. I've played with guys who don't wear mouthpieces, and I tried it one practice, and I pulled, and I like clacked my jaw and thought I chipped a tooth, and so
It feels like a
mouthpiece.
concussion every time you hit.
Yeah. My thing is, if you can play offensive line without a mouthpiece, you're not playing offensive line hard enough.
No.
But it does help you breathe, though. That's like kind of like the other side where I'm like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
But
nice thing about the custom ones. If they fit right enough,
You
where
should
like you should
be
be
able to
fine.
breathe
You should be able
normally.
to talk and breathe.
You can get one of those, what are they, the pacifier ones?
Yeah, the
with a little
DB
hole?
ones.
No shot.
The DB ones that they don't
Yeah,
even
why do
wear.
all DBs wear those?
They don't even wear them.
They
They,
just
just have
hook
it
'em on there?
dangling from their
Ooh, it's-
face mask.
Have
Does
you
it
guys
look
seen the
cool?
new thing though that they do now?
No.
They put it like at like the top of their helmet. They like
Whoa.
shove it into like the top of their helmet.
That's
An offensive
gross.
lineman at my old school was trying to do it, and I was like, dude, what the heck are you
It's
doing?
gonna pop out every play.
And no, it stays in there. It's surprisingly, dude, like it stays in there. I'm like, why do you have that? He was like, oh, just in case I use it. I'm like, dude, I seen you all practice. You didn't use it not once. Take that out. Like that's ridiculous.
I saw, didn't some people start wearing two mouthpieces?
Yeah,
dangling
that's what it
from
is.
There?
They'd have,
like,
you'd have
why?
one there and then one up here.
Oh yeah, wasn't that like Alabama or something like that?
Some big school did it, and everyone copied.
Yeah.
Gotta be drippy, dude. Gotta be drippy.
Drip is essential for football. You might hate. I might get a lot of flack for that. I'm an offensive lineman, but I think if you look good, you play good. But when it comes to nonsense like two mouthpieces, miss me with that.
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
I feel if you're an offensive lineman and you can do it right, that's cool. But
Right.
if you try and you don't, it just
Yeah.
you look so dumb. Whereas every other position, you kind of have to be in today's time.
For
or
sure.
It's like weird if you're not. Whereas if an offensive lineman, it's the guys that like don't wear anything. Where you look at them and you're like no gloves, no wrist tape, no tape, nothing, like bare bones. And you look at them and you're like they're psycho in the head.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of creates an advantage if you do nothing.
Man.
The psychological effect
Yeah.
on the defensive lineman, like, oh my God, what is in this guy's head?
Dude, no, I guess this season I started wearing tights because I used to wear knee sleeves under my knee braces to like help them stay up and not chafe. And then it was cold enough here to wear tights, so I just wore tights every day at practice and games. And I guess that's the extent of my drip.
Tights are nice because they, like you said, you don't get the chafe on the knee braces. It's kind of big time.
See, I kind of want to try that. I've never been a tight. I'm like very minimal with the. I have this thing. I wear my jersey up. I have a tan line that goes across my stomach. It's like my pride and joy.
Yeah, I saw
'Cause
your visit
always
pictures.
wear my jersey up. It's my thing. It's natural AC. You get a breeze.
Hey, you've
on
got the
gut.
body for it, man.
Yeah.
If I do that, people are like, "Hey, put your shirt down."
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
"Okay,
disgusting.
okay."
Put that away.
Man. All right, let's take a step away from football. You got any big hobbies? Anything that you want people to know that you're interested in? Addison. I don't know if y'all can tell who I'm looking at. If I'm looking this way, it's Addison. If I'm looking more at you, I'm looking at Fernando.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he's looking at the computer right now.
Yes, I am looking at the computer.
Fernando can't see anything. He's on the other side of the room.
Yes, he's kind of on his lonesome. But yeah, I kind of like to do a lot of things. I play 3 instruments. I play the guitar, the ukulele, and the piano.
Can you
piano's-
count the ukulele and the guitar as separate? I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Fernando?
I agree. I mean, I tried to
Okay.
play the uke for like 2 weeks. It's pretty tough. And playing, I feel like.
But like, if
playing
you can play the guitar, I assume you can play the.
No,
No,
it's
the
different
chords are
strumming.
different.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the strumming's different. The chords are different. The guitar is 6 strings. The ukulele is 4 strings.
Yeah, it just means the ukulele is an easy guitar.
Ukulele is definitely easier, but the chords are still different.
Okay.
So
Sorry to interrupt. I just.
No, you're good. No, it makes sense though. Like it is different. It is different. I don't know. I guess you could. I don't know.
It's like a percussionist plays the drums and then like the bongos. I mean, like I feel like those are
a few.
one and the same.
There are a few chords where they are similar or the same, but other than that, you really wouldn't be able to play it just because you wouldn't know like what the chords are on the ukulele or on the guitar.
I'm completely ignorant about musical. I have no musical talent, so
Yeah,
I'm just spouting nonsense. Don't crucify me.
it'd definitely be easier to learn if you knew one, and then went to the
That's
other.
true.
That is for sure. But definitely different. But the piano's my thing. I love the piano. It's so fun.
You need to start carrying around a piano, show up at parties, bring out the keyboard, you know, tickle the ivories,
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
woo some ladies with your piano skills, man.
Yeah,
That's a
I'll whip
very-
out my like
Ladies love
400-pound mini grand. Just keep it in my back pocket.
What is it, a Yamaha?
It's Williams.
Man.
Yeah, playing instruments is fun. Outside of that, I really do kind of like a lot of random stuff, like Rubik's cubes or like.
How fast can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
Not that fast anymore. At my peak, I could probably do it in like under 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's.
Like I was low key nerdy with it for a while. I could solve like
Is
8
that
or
private school?
8 or
Yeah.
plus. This was before high school. This was like
Whoa.
middle school, going into high school, and
I feel like everyone was into weird things in middle school. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I could
a
solve
filling
like
out
8,
period.
9,
Yeah.
10 different Rubik's cubes, like a little pyramid one, 4x4s, 3x3, 2x2.
Did you have that
like,
big,
No.
looked like a soccer ball?
No shot.
Jeez,
That would have been. Those take like 2 hours to solve.
man.
It's insane. Like the bigger you get, there's just like, it's pretty much, you just do the same thing over and over again, but there's so many layers to it. It takes forever. It'd be so pointless to do. But those are fun. If you ever get bored, you're a smart guy. You'd probably enjoy a nice Rubik's cube.
No, because I'm really bad at them.
Once you figure it out, it's just a bunch of algorithms that you memorize that put different pieces in the spot you want them to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do those algorithms, you get certain layers and levels done. And then
I mean, so I could
You're
get to the crosses on the standard 3x3. Is 3x3 or is it 4x4? The
3x3
standard.
is the standard.
I could get the cross, but I couldn't get the corners.
It's a start.
And then I could get it to where it was like all but 2 corners after like I looked at the directions for a little bit and then I was done. Throw it
That's
away.
like the
Yeah.
easiest step.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to teach me sometime.
I will teach you. It's not that. It's once you figure it out, it makes sense. It does. But outside of that, I just do a lot of random stuff. Kind of.
Do you fish?
No.
You
not as-
look more
I've-
country than I think you are.
Like I've always like wanted to do more with that, but like being from Atlanta, it's tough.
Yeah.
They're not really that close to a body of water or land for hunting.
That's true.
And it's very frustrating. That's why I'm very excited to be here to be able to partake in more of those activities.
I got to take you all cliff jumping.
Okay,
I can get
yeah,
behind
I'm
that.
good. I'm good with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of fun.
I've done my fair share of cliff jumping.
You don't like it?
I'm just like, I don't have like a fear of heights, but I'd rather not jump off of a cliff.
Dude, I need to take you to the Hyper. They got like a 5-meter platform. Very nice. Very nice. We'll hop in the sauna, get a little schwitz.
Yeah, you gotta show me.
Go to the high dive. Dude, I've been trying to get guys together for like a year.
I want to go to the sauna, man. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Cutest went with me once. He liked
Really?
it. Yeah.
All right.
Just go to Topgolf. Why do you have to jump off of high things?
Dude, Topgolf costs money. Hyper is free with a student ID.
I got a
Valid.
student ID.
I'd rather climb the rock wall than jump off of a 5-meter platform.
That is,
That's more work.
you're climbing a rock wall over hard ground with some 160-pound person belaying you. You won't jump off into water.
You still have a harness. But like I'm in control of that. When I'm like jumping off of a height, like I don't know. I just like I don't like
You don't like the free fall aspect.
the free fall is the most fun part, but I don't know. I
He
just
doesn't like the sudden stop at the end.
yeah. I don't know. If you don't land right, it's incredibly painful for one, and two, the higher you go, it's like I would be more fine with like the platform jump, but the cliff jumping, I don't know. That just scares me because you never know like
Oh no!
where
it
you land
it was
and what's
terrifying
under
the first
you.
time I did it.
Because like if you're too close, you're dead.
Dude, Dylan Hawes, the DB. Have you met him yet?
Probably.
He like did a front flip over a tree into the water,
That's
Yeah, that's
and
really-
it scared me. And I was in the water. I was completely safe. What about you, Fernando? You got any musical talents? You a big
No
fan of
musical-
literature?
No, just I guess my only hobby.
Gambling?
Would be, no, I like to keep my money.
Fortnite.
Surprisingly, I like to play games.
Fortnite.
But I think honestly, I really enjoy playing basketball. Like whenever I could hop on the court and play some basketball, whether it be pig or some pickup runs. Man, I've been talking to people on the team. I'm trying to hop in some games, but I mean,
You know, they had an intramural league.
I know, dude. I know, and they lost.
Are you a good hooper?
I think I wouldn't say I'm good. I'm solid. I'm solid. I'm gonna put up some points. I'm gonna get some rebounds. I'm gonna set some good screens. I got good basketball IQ, I would say, So that kind of helps me. But like coming to like athleticism wise, like I've kind of lost it after gaining around 100 pounds. Like,
Man.
It's definitely tough.
we can still dunk the ball, but I mean, it's rim grazing. For
Because
sure now.
the football intramural basketball team lost,
I
but
know.
the NBA intramural basketball team is still going. They have the playoffs tomorrow night, and they are looking for a big man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm too nervous because I'm gonna do something stupid and like break my ankle, so I'm not doing it.
Can you give me in touch?
Yeah,
with,
I'll hook you up.
All right.
Yeah, bringing in a ringer, dude. Us NBA students gonna win the whole thing.
Yeah,
You
who
better.
is this team?
It's NBA students. You wouldn't know them. Like they're in the NBA with me and Hudson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they asked. Have you met Nathan Bax? He was a tight end here last year.
No.
Yeah, he so he was on the football intramural basketball team.
Okay.
When they like lost 2, which means they're out of the playoffs, he switched teams to be on the NBA team and like went ham one game, like put up like 30 points. He had like a triple double. And the team complained that they're like, he's not allowed to play on 2 teams. And so the league had to come in and kick him off the team. So now they're looking for one more person.
When you said NBA, I was very confused.
Oh, M as in Michael.
M, okay. I was thinking of like, I thought I was about to be playing with some hoopers.
No, sorry. The Masters of Business Administration.
All right. Just
Yeah.
got to clarify that up. All right.
No, now that I hear it, yeah.
Basketball, NBA.
Braun with all his NBA friends.
I was like, all right, I don't know who these guys are, but all right, I'll rock with them.
Man. But that brings up something I forgot to ask you about. How did you gain 60 pounds and go from a tight end to a offensive tackle?
It was a really strict diet of Panda twice a day
Oh my God.
and
That's
a
glorious.
tub of Ben and Jerry's a night. So it honestly.
That sounds amazing, but your poor stomach.
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
my
gosh.
stomach went through it, man. And like my freshman year, like it wasn't the most healthiest, but let me tell you, I gained the weight, and yeah, it was a crazy period of time because I'd go down there. It was awesome. It was honestly a lot of fun because I had a nice little grocery store that was like maybe like a 2-minute walk from my dorm. So I'd go walk there. I had like a card, so it was like all the money was going towards that, and I would give me like 5 Ben and Jerry's for the week, stock up, and I'd grub down that night.
Man. All right, well, then these next 2 questions will be easy for you. Go-to Panda Express order.
White rice, double orange. Well, honestly, it'd be like double orange chicken, and then a side of grilled chicken. So
Man.
it was a bigger plate.
Not a big fan of the honey cashew shrimp or whatever?
Nah.
That's my go-to.
It's solid, but not all that.
No, you a big Panda Express guy, Addison?
I like it. I don't go very often, but I enjoy when I go. I kind of.
You don't have a go-to order?
I like the orange chicken. Like the General Tuso or whatever.
General So's?
General So or whatever. Maybe something like that. Or I'm a big teriyaki chicken guy. I like the grilled teriyaki chicken. Of course, I can't remember the names of it now, but the like broccoli with beef.
Beef and broccoli.
Yeah, the beef and broccoli. Yeah, that with like some fried rice.
All right.
The
Pretty
Panda
basic.
here is really good, man. I will admit.
I haven't been to the Panda here.
They do a good job here. They sauce it up just right, and they
Oh, yeah.
don't jib you on the proportions
That's nice.
because it's huge. Some places only give you 2 scoops. Here they give you 2 scoops and then a little bit of extra love, and I appreciate that.
How's the Chipotle talking here? Have you been to the Chipotle yet? Do they do
No
that with
offense
the
to whoever owns
portions?
Chipotle. I mean, it's standard Chipotle food. The service isn't that good.
I'm just saying,
And, dude,
portion wise,
they only
do they do like
no,
little like
it's little skimpy portions. They only have 6 parking spots in the Chipotle lot.
Yeah.
The rest are paid spots. Dude, I went there and parked one night, and the spot didn't have a sign in front of it. The spot to the left of me had a sign that said pay parking. The spot to the right of me had a sign that said Chipotle parking. So foolishly, I just assumed it was Chipotle parking because it didn't say pay parking. Dude, I went in, ordered, got my food. 5 minutes later, came out, and I got a freaking boot on my car. I had to pay $40 to get the boot off my car. Which luckily it was only $40, but I mean,
But then again,
That's a lot of quick
if
work
it doesn't
right there.
specifically say, unless it's like one of those vague things where it has like arrows on that one where it's like that way and that way, or
Because I told the guy, I was like, well, it doesn't say pay parking. He's like, if it doesn't say Chipotle, it's paid parking. I'm like, well, okay.
How are you supposed to know that?
I don't know.
First time.
Now I'm raising awareness, I guess. Everyone else will know because I told them on BossHog podcast.
Parking, hot take, parking is a very problematic thing everywhere.
Dude,
no matter where you go.
Spin scooter. Just scooter everywhere.
I'm telling you, invest in your own. I got mine. Best investment of my life.
I don't agree with that. I did the math. How much does a scooter cost? What is it? 400, 500? Is that normal?
I spent a lot of mine. Mine was
Are you
really nice.
talking about a moped or
No, mine's an electric scooter, but it's like really nice.
Well, dude, I know someone who's spent like as much as a moped on it. I was like, why don't you just get a moped? Anyway, I digress.
I spent 17.
There's no way you're gonna make that money back. If I spin, I spin scooter here from the facility from the Jones, it was $6, and it was a 10-minute scooter ride.
I bought this scooter like a year and a half, like maybe like a year and a half ago. Like factoring up all of the gas I've saved, all of the tickets I didn't get that I would have gotten, all of the if I did want to rent, like you said, $6 for that one trip, there and back, that's $12. If you do that every day,
$12,
it adds up. So over time, I've made my money.
Fair enough.
Like in the moment, but it's an investment for the future.
I had to do the math, and the math proved him right. So
Put down the phone.
It's like the one that I got is like it literally has like blinkers on it. It's like road legal. It goes regulated top speed's 41. I've got it to 45.
Dude, you have no reason to be going that fast. That is terrifying.
That is
It's so fun.
I've hit 25 on one of those, and like my life flashed before my eyes.
Going down the hills here, I'm just like, if I hit one rock, I'm.
Oh yeah,
Man.
it's great. It's so fun. It was 0 to 20 in like 3 seconds. It's awesome.
Yeah. That sounds dangerous.
All right, well, going back to your gaining weight, go to Ben & Jerry's flavor. Fish food?
Nah. Fish food is solid though. Tonight dough, it's great. It's the one with Jimmy Kimmel on it. I know it by heart. I could get it every time.
It's a very fat question. I like it.
No, dude, it's awesome, bro. Cause you got the brownies, you got the cookie dough, you got like a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of vanilla in there, and it's just all together. Oh my god, I haven't had one of those in forever. I'm kind of getting sad now.
Well, dude, I went to Walmart because
sure.
my wife wanted some ice cream, and I was like, you know what, I should get the keto ice cream. Try to be healthy, be a little skinny. Dude, it had just as much carbs as a freaking Ben & Jerry's.
Really?
It was like it had 10 grams less carbs, but the difference between 84 carbs
Was it like
and
the Halo
74
one?
carbs. Yeah.
I got one of those like last week, dude, and I thought I was being healthy. Well,
Dude,
I guess
so did
not.
I. It's all like they're like, oh, it's only 5 grams of net carbs because they subtract the fiber. I don't know. I think it's a racket.
Get the Talenti gelato.
Oh,
So good.
really?
Yeah.
Are you a gelato guy more than Ben &
Love it.
Jerry's?
Love it. Well, the thing with like when you get like that kind of ice cream, when it's been in the freezer and you try and take a scoop out of it, it's like hard. And it's just like
That's what you throw it in
waiting
the
for it.
microwave.
Yeah. Well, with the what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like to soften it up or just melt it?
To soften it up. And I like it a little bit soupy.
Oh God. Interesting.
Hey,
I guess
I don't know what to say to
makes
that.
it go down
I'll
easier.
just back off then. You guys continue.
The thing with the gelato is you don't have to worry about that. It's always creamy. It's always like soft. It's always got a nice like just creamy texture. Pause, but you know, it's nice.
Well, to end it off, y'all weren't here last season, so I have to explain this to you, which is good because I'll explain it to y'all too. So last year in the O-line room, we would do something called a 6-pack of questions, where one player would get up at the front of the room, and then they would ask them 6 questions, and he'd have to give answers, because that's how questions work. You give an answer.
Right.
So as I ask the questions, you'll understand where I'm going with this. But so,
I'm nervous.
you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
I got the rundown from PK about this. I wonder where this is going to go.
Oh, really? He gave it to you?
He kind of explained it.
All right, good. These are from Brady Latham. He was the starting left guard last year.
Okay.
So, Fernando, starting off. Would you rather have no elbows or no knees?
I think no elbows. It just wouldn't look as weird. No knees is just like, I've seen people with no knees. You know what I'm saying?
I love how he goes straight to looks, not functionality. He wouldn't be able to walk with no knees.
That's what I'm saying. That's also another part into it. But like looks wise, like if you didn't have elbows, you'd just be kind of like flopping around, which is like I'm fine with. I'll take that over.
You like flopping around? Okay.
I'm fine with flopping around.
Addison, no elbows or no knees?
No elbows.
No elbows?
I'd rather be able to walk.
That's fair enough. All right, going back to Addison. Would you rather be a Viking or a samurai?
Samurai.
Dude, I think a Viking's kind of sick because you rock around with like those big beards. You're just kind of like, I don't want to say dirty, but like, you're just a mean, ugly machine. And I think that's kind of sick.
Are you going Viking?
I'm going Viking.
Wow. That is the first Viking I've ever heard.
Really?
Everyone else we've asked has been samurai. And this question's been asked like 12 times.
Wow.
That's
I feel
impressive.
like Vikings are just like big burly men.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
samurais
cool,
are,
but
like,
a samurai
quicker.
would kill a Viking.
Who says that?
And I
Dude,
feel like
deadliest warrior,
anyone,
bro.
Like,
Did y'all never? Oh, are y'all too young? Did y'all ever watch Deadliest Warrior on like I think it was TNT or whatever?
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
I don't.
Dude,
Really
it had like
recall much.
the Shaolin monks and the
Okay,
Spartan.
yeah. I feel like I remember seeing something
Dude,
like this.
you need to go home and watch it. All y'all do. That show's sick. All right, sorry. Getting sidetracked. Back to Fernando, right?
yep.
Would you rather gain 200 pounds or lose 100? That's kind of a bad question.
I'm taking the loss on the 100. Man. I've gained the 200 basically.
I should have screened.
I know how that goes.
I'm losing 100%.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
losing
wait
too.
to lose weight.
Yeah,
Because once
feel like
at our
that's
weight, if you
every,
gain
like-
200, you're
I'm on
You're dead.
TLC.
yeah.
Oh, really, dude? It's
Jeez,
Tammy and Junior got their own show.
man. All right. Would you rather go backwards in time 200 years or forwards in time 200 years?
200?
Here, you know what? Let me change it. Would you rather go back? What would you rather go back in time to any era or epoch of your choosing, or go into the future 200 years?
I'm going back. I want to
Going
see what
back.
my parents experienced.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to live. I want to be. I don't know. I feel like the 50s to the 80s is like prime time.
Yeah, I want to be where there's like no cameras. Like I just wanted to
No
be,
social
like,
media,
yeah.
no
Dude,
internet.
that's deep.
Yeah.
Like kids nowadays, they don't need like you would go out on your bike and hang out with the neighborhood kids, and then that you do that every day. And nowadays, you got kids, they don't even leave the house and they just stay on their phones. And
Man.
I don't know. I feel like that kind of time period was just
More organic.
more organic. I feel like with like great music coming out in that time. It was a very innovative time for America. Like technological advancements, kind of.
We put a man on the moon.
We did.
I don't know if it was.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
But-
being alive at that time period would be so freaking cool to watch a man be on the moon. To them, that's got to be like mind blowing. To us, that's like, oh, cool, like a man went to the moon. But for them, that never happened before. So like, that had to be so cool.
Good point.
Like that'd be so cool. They literally put a man on another planet.
Yeah.
Like that's
Because
so
like
cool.
even if let's say there's a person on Mars in our lifetime, it still wouldn't be as cool because there's been a man on the moon. So like
Yeah.
we're already accustomed to them being
Right.
a person outside of Earth.
Outside.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
Solid point.
That's solid.
That's
Those are
deep.
good answers.
That's deep.
All right. Here, Addison. On a deserted island, you
Mm-hmm.
get 3 items. They can either be, if you want to take it seriously and do survival, you can give those items, or if you want to be like fun and ride out your days into the sunset, you can do that too.
Is there any like am I on this island for the rest of my life? Or am I like on there for a short period of time?
Yeah, like am
Well,
I
I
gonna
mean,
have a
those
shot?
may be the same thing.
Is there a way for me to get off this island?
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
Are you
I
going to
would-
choose the survival route, or are you just going to be like, give me a bottle of rum and some movies and some books?
You could go first. You can.
I
know
don't know.
what
I would
want.
take the survival route. I'm an Eagle Scout, so I feel like I could do decent enough at the survival aspect. I really 3 things. I feel like that's a really tough question. You could. I would probably bring. I don't even know.
I think I'm taking. Can I bring a boat?
No.
All right. All right.
I would bring rope. I would bring.
I'd bring a speedboat and then like an airplane.
All right. Well, you said have fun, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna have fun here. All right, I get it now.
Oh, you mean like a boat to like boat around on, not a boat to leave the island.
Give him a jet ski.
All right, yeah, I'll give you a jet ski.
Okay, I'll take a jet ski.
You can't go with like past 2 miles or outside the island.
Jet ski. Honestly, like a fire pit. Like
You
one
can
of those
just
like.
make a fire pit.
Don't make fun of his answers.
Hey,
That's what the comments are for.
Yeah. Let me finish. Jet ski, fire pit, and then like I'd probably take like a lifetime supply of like Applebee's. Is that possible?
Sure.
All right.
Man.
I'll draw the line at boat, but not lifetime supply of Applebee's.
All right.
You just get a shipment in every day. It's just a little like parachute with the box hanging out.
You'd think they would just pick you up, but nope. They're just going to let you die on that island with their Applebee's.
As long as I'm with Applebee's for like, that's all I need to eat.
No
Like,
panda?
No panda.
Applebee's ribs are elite, and so, and their mozzarella sticks. Ooh. So yeah, that's all I really need in life.
What about you, Addie?
But rope, I would bring like a tool set, like with a set that comes with, you know, axe, machete, knife, and third one, I guess. I don't know. I feel like you could really do just about anything with the rope and the tools.
He doesn't even need a third item. Someone's
You
cut
can,
enough at
you
two.
can make a fishing pole out of the rope.
You don't want a
and
knife? Machete?
That's the tool set with like the axe, the machete,
Sorry. My bad.
the
You
knife,
didn't know that?
It's my fault.
and yeah, I guess maybe a med kit.
Med kit?
Mm-hmm.
You're only
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get
funny.
100 health from that though. You don't.
You can't move. You got to sit there for 10 seconds. All right, last one, then we'll end. If you could have dinner with 3 people, living or dead, who'd they be?
Dinner with anybody?
I'd have dinner with Jesus for one.
That's deep.
That's deep.
That's really deep.
That'd be so freaking cool. Oh my god.
Dude,
I think
just order water. I mean,
I know it'd be wine by the time I got it.
I know.
Nikola Tesla
Wow, Jesus and Nikola Tesla. All right.
and
Dude, this better be some crazy third person. Be like Bono or something.
I don't know.
I think Shakespeare would be pretty cool.
That's cool.
I think he would be pretty neat. Who else would be pretty cool? I don't know, man. There's so many people out there that you could meet. I think Tesla, meeting the dude, Elon would be sick. Wait, who did you say?
Nikola Tesla.
Who's that?
He's the. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He was like a engineer. He created AC current.
He's Albert Einstein. Like, he's the real Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
see, all
He
right.
he basically like created electricity for what we know it as.
Wow. All right.
And he had he's such an interesting guy because like majority of everything that he worked on, like we don't know. Conspiracy theories. I think the government kind of stole a bunch of it, but we don't have it. And he worked on like a bunch of cool stuff. His whole thing was he wanted to create free energy for the world, like with Tesla coils and being able to like give energy wirelessly. He was able to control a remote control boat wirelessly. Like he did all of these crazy things, and he like mysteriously died. And he had like all these lockers with everything that he'd ever like created, all the blueprints and everything. And there was supposed to be like, I can't remember, like 30 or 60. And they only found like 10 or 15 of them. And it was just a very mysterious ending to his life. And there's so much mystery behind, you know, what he did accomplish. Like he'd said all these things that he had achieved that, you know, never came out officially, that we haven't seen to this day. Like, what did he really do? Like, what was he able to achieve? could we have it now? And they're just like
It's just all
hiding
these
it
questions.
because there'd be no industry for electricity and they're hiding it. I don't know. It's just like it'd be really cool to like pick his brain and see.
All right.
So you said Shakespeare, you said Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, and then to finish it off, I think I've heard a lot of cool things about Dana White. I think
Okay.
hanging out with him and like trying to gamble with him would be pretty sick.
So you're doing like 3 separate dinners. You're not having Shakespeare and Dana White at the same table.
I mean, we low key could though.
Oh, you're saying 3 people at the same table?
In my head, that's what I was doing. But if y'all weren't doing that, then we're not doing
I was
that.
thinking 3 separate dinners.
That's okay. I like that.
I think I could all have them at one dinner. I think we'd have a good time.
Fair enough.
It'd be random. It'd be very random.
Who's your third?
I would probably go with, man. That's so tough. It's really, really tough. I don't know. Maybe like,
Jesus, Nikola Tesla. I mean, who else do you need?
well, I feel like I have
No, it
so many
could
people I
be
wanna say.
family members because it's anybody
Mm-hmm.
past or present.
I guess I'll say maybe like King Alexander.
Oh,
King Alexander.
Like
I like
his, just kind of see, I don't know, what,
yeah.
I guess not his thought process, because his thought process was just killing everyone in his way, but like just seeing,
Wow,
just the,
dude.
Steve.
I
wasn't even
feel
thinking
like that'd be really
that.
cool just to have a dinner with King Alexander. He like conquered like half the world,
My
that'd be
dinner
cool.
kind of sucks now.
Man,
Do what?
Said my dinner kind of sucks now.
dude, he's got Jesus and Alexander the Great over there with Dana White. Man, hey, do some jujitsu, man.
Hey, we'll get after it.
Heck yeah.
We'll make some money too.
I like the way this guy thinks.
Mm.
Man. Well, thank y'all for joining us on the first episode of the BossHog podcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Have a great night.
There you go.